When I was really young, I stayed in a village. My mom and my dad used to have a lot of arguments. One time, after a lot of quarreling, my dad brought us to Kathmandu. I used to have to work, and even though I was very young, I would give the money to my parents. Because I was very young, I couldn't do a lot of the housework, and because I couldn't do the jobs properly, they used to beat me up. There was no way of improving my work, so I kept on getting beaten, but could do nothing about it. So once when I was working, I used to have to stay in a small shack in front of their house. I used to wonder why my life was like this. I would do all the work for them, and they would treat me so badly. I would do all the work while their children would do none. Then my father put me in a house there to work at, and that family treated me very badly. One time they hung me upside down and put me in the water tank to punish me. After all that happened, my uncle came and got me out of that house and took me to his. And my uncle took me to a hostel, but my studies were not very good. During that time, I met a lady named Lolita. That lady told me to come to her church. I went to the church with my little sister, Apsara, and we used to go out in bed. The lady we knew, Lolita, took all of us sisters into her ministry, and we stayed there for 3 years. But then, slowly, bad things started happening there too. Then the earthquake hit. After the earthquake, we left there, and we stayed with my mother. Our family then met Auntie Reshma. She started asking us questions about our pasts, and even though bad things were happening at the hostel I was at, I wanted to stay because I used to think, I'm getting to study there, so it's fine. I thought if I stayed with Auntie Reshma, I wouldn't get to study. But she told us we would be able to study, live, and eat here, and life was a lot better. Over here, we were treated so well. Now we don't have to beg or pick plastic. Staying here has not only been good for us sisters, but it has also been good for my mom because she has been given jobs. My dad left us all and has taken one of my younger sisters. I really want him to come back home. Staying here, I've been able to study and keep a relationship with God. I used to think I didn't like to go to church and that I wouldn't get anywhere in life. Recently, I was baptized and have been growing a lot. I'm also in the choir at my church and may get a leadership role in there too. This is my testimony.